Up, welcome to my video. I haven't done a video in a while. Got a ton of comments from the videos that I did about Lily Singh, but I'm gonna do this video about these. I just found this out yesterday. Marvel's new woke heroes. Marvel's new. Uh, I don't know. I forget what the comic is called, but apparently they are doing a comic based on a team of, I would say, quote unquote, social justice warrior superheroes. Now, now the big thing is, there are a lot of thumbs down on on that uh, on that video that Marvel has on their channel, and I watched a couple of commentaries on it on other people's channels where it's mostly negative. People are saying a lot of negative things as far as these new characters are concerned. Here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. Marvel does whatever Marvel wants to do, all right? Um, I'm sure they've had characters, they've had ideas where it didn't work out. They're throwing this out. It's their company, it's their prerogative. It's not something that is hateful. It's not something that is exclusionist. It's not something that's biased, but still, they get a lot of complaints. People complaining about how the characters look. Apparently, having complaints about their names. To me, it doesn't really matter to me. All right, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not a big. I haven't read a comic book from page to page since I was in my teens. All right. As far as these characters concerned, I don't know what the big deal is. I don't know what the big deal is. They are trying to be inclusionist, I guess. They're trying to include people. They're trying to, it's not a bad thing. I don't know why people are making it out to be a bad thing. Apparently, the characters, there are a couple of characters in there. The names. One of them was Safe Space. The other character's name was Snowflake. And then there's also another character. I think there's like four characters in there. One was an internet kind of guy who's connected to the internet, and the other one was I would say overweight, for lack of a better word. It's a heavy set teen or whatever. All right, that's fine. All right, as far as the representation, they're not all jacked up, muscular. In the ladies on in lingerie, the dudes on they don't look like they go to the gym on steroids and stuff like that. What's the big deal? These are like real characters. They're more drawn out to be real. What people look like in real life. What's the problem with that? All right, I actually did comment on post after post, on people who have issues with these characters. I have no issues with these characters. All right, I've stated that the majority of Americans, like 60% of Americans, are overweight. They're fat. All right, they're the average looking, kind of like how these characters are average looking. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't know what the problem is. All right, they look like everyday people who could become superheroes. How is that a negative thing that they actually draw to life? They draw to life. How is that a negative thing? I don't see that as a negative thing that they're drawing their heroes to you know, paralleling to real life people with real life situations, with real life issues. How is that a negative thing that these heroes are not skinny and jacked up and all that stuff? All right, these heroes, these new these new characters probably gonna be drawn in like more to a real life situation where they're gonna encounter situations that are more socially real than you know, comic book characters. I mean, it's not like this is the first time it's been done. I'm pretty sure it's not the first time it's been done, because I know that there are a ton of characters from, I think, Dark Horse Comics where, you know, characters have flaws and stuff like that. Even if you, now I'm not a big comic book nerd, so I'm just gonna go off on my memories of certain characters or heroes. Like the Watchmen, you know, some of those characters are fat and overweight and got issues and aren't you know, on what, you know, what you guys traditionally think as your Supermans and Batmans and stuff like that. Why is that such an issue? And people are saying that, you know, Marvel is trying to sell these characters based on the woke agenda, as far as catering to social justice warriors and stuff like that. Look, social justice warriors, and I've said this before, is just pretty much a negative way of you know, characterizing people who are actually civil rights activists. Let's be honest about that. I mean, who were the original social justice warriors, right? African Americans, Jewish Americans, every single minority that actually had fought for dignity, fought for a place in society, corporate America, fought for fairness. All right, saying that these people are social justice warriors, as far as the characters are concerned, as far as the artists are concerned, when they're trying to do something that's a good thing, you know, probably trying to you know, make characters real to life where you know, certain segments of the populations could relate to. That's not you know, a negative thing. So stop you know, going out of your way to slander, you know, these characters, these artists who are trying to do good. Stop trying to slander them. All right, just because they're not you know, your traditional, you know, superheroes, stop trying to slander them, man. I remember back in the day when blacks, when, you know, back in the day, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when black people were, you know, fighting, you know, doing the whole social justice warrior thing, doing the whole civil rights thing, where they were fighting to get more representation in the media, TV, etc., etc. I mean, they came across the same amount of negativity from other people. Now it's not, you know, just blacks. All right, it's everybody else. It's everybody else who's probably been marginalized, looking for their dignity, and now they're getting it from white people, black people. You know, don't marginalize these people as social justice warriors for going out there and fighting for their civil rights. You're just wrong on that. You're just a lot of you guys are just hypocrites, and a lot of you guys are cowards. All right, all these black people who have issues with these characters, stop being a bunch of hypocrites, because they're fighting for the same thing that you guys fought 20 years ago. All right, they, you know, as far as the, you know, non-blacks having issues with this, apparently you guys have no problem at this point giving black, black anger a pass, but you guys have but you guys won't give a pass to all these other groups, and then calling them social justice warrior, etc., etc. Hey, as far as all these other people going, you know what? I'm not gonna buy it. Well, don't buy it. You don't have to buy this. You don't have to buy it. It's not. You don't have to buy this. I mean, whether it succeeds or not, it's like any other product. They're gonna push it. All right. If it succeeds, it succeeds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not like It's not like this is gonna be the first time if these characters won't succeed. It's not the first time that Marvel has failed at pushing new avant-garde characters and then not succeeded. They've done that before. Obviously, they've done that before. So to all you guys who are negative on this, you're either a bunch of hypocrites, or you guys are a bunch of haters, or you guys are a bunch of cowards, who feel the need to go out of your way to bully certain segments of the population because they are who because they're fighting for their civil rights. And you guys should definitely there's so many things, there's so many battles that are more worthwhile than this. I mean, why put so much time and effort on your anger over groups that just want their very own civil rights? Why put so much time and anger over that? There's no point to it. All right, learn to love everybody or learn to hate everybody, but don't be selective in your racism. Don't be selective on your racism, because it's not it's not productive, and you guys are pretty much showing your own bias as far as this, as far as all this is concerned. And you're just showing your own personal hate, your own personal bias. And all I'm saying is, thank God for the whole social media. Thank God for social justice warriors, because it shines a light on your bias. It shines a light on your hypocrisy, and it shines a light on your cowardice. All right, you don't go out asking for special treatment and then go out of your way to begrudge other people when they ask for it. All right, have some consideration and respect for everybody else. Have some consideration and respect for everybody, not just your own group. Okay, make your fight about something that's ethical and moral, and not just a fight for your own personal benefit of your own group. Because if you're going to do that, then you have no argument at all to stand on, and that is an absolute fact.